you completed thousands of traffic cases.
Yes, along with others.
But you don't have that same experience as an investigator.
Pardon?
Well, as an investigator, you've only been around for 3 years.
Yes, correct. I was transferred to the Major Felony Crimes Division, and since I was transferred, I did that for about 3 years.
And in those 3 years, you've only worked on 6 homicide cases?
Yes, homicide specifically, but I've done a number of assaults as well as kidnappings.
And today is a homicide case.
Yes, that's correct.
Now, Detective Chesney, you originally received word because Corbin Dallas said that Parker Page was missing.
Yes, correct. Corbin Dallas called 911 and told us that there was a possible child abduction case for his niece and who he was the sole guardian of, Parker Page.
Now, when you got to Corbin's house that morning, you said he reeked of alcohol.
He did. There was some signs exhibiting on his breath, and his eyes were a little bloodshot. But fortunately, I was able to continue my investigation because he let me use the tracking software, which then led me to Calkins Campground.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but when I reviewed your investigation, you never asked Corbin where he was the night of July 14th.
I did not. He told me that there was a possible child abduction and that he last knew that Parker Page was with her mother, Jordan Ryder, excuse me.
So you cannot definitively tell this jury where the brother of Jordan Ryder was the night of the 14th.
Definitively no.
Now, moving on to the campground itself. You went to the campground because you found out Parker was there based on Find My iPhone app.
Correct. It was a tracking software which then led us to, it said Parker's cell phone was at Calkins Campground.
So you got there and you talked to Jordan Ryder,
Correct. That was the first place that I went.
and you arrested him.
Yes, I arrested Miss Ryder because of a possible parole violation regarding the custody of Parker Page. Miss Ryder did not have custody of Parker Page, only Corbin Dallas did. And due to that, I arrested the defendant.
Eventually, you were able to find the body of the victim.
Yes, the search warrant.
So you sealed the body up
Yes,
and you left.
correct.
Now, Detective Chesney, you also have background knowledge on Jordan Ryder's previous arrests
Background knowledge
as to the money laundering.
I was aware that Miss Ryder had been arrested for money laundering and she had just recently been released.
Now, you never investigated any potential actors in that money laundering scheme.
Potential actors in what form?
Any potential actors at all.
Well, that was not my job as I was retained for the child abduction case of Parker Page. Regarding her money laundering situation, she does have a parole officer who can handle that situation. And seeing as though she did go to jail, there would be no need for me to investigate into her money laundering situation.
Detective Chesney, you reviewed the affidavits of Armani Rodriguez.
Well, I conducted the interview of Armani Rodriguez along with other witnesses who were there on July 14th.
Redirecting back to my question, did you review the affidavit of Armani Rodriguez?
Yes.
And Kelly Dews?
Yes.
And Cameron Lee?
Yes.
So, first with Miss Dews. Miss Dews was out hiking,
Correct.
and there was no formal investigation done into Miss Dews and her whereabouts?
Well, she actually did tell me what she witnessed on July 14th. I interviewed multiple people to see if there were any other possible suspects, but throughout my investigation, it only led me to Miss Ryder.
But there was not a formal interrogation done on Miss Dews.
No, I conducted an interview.
Now going to Armani Rodriguez. Armani Rodriguez was hiking the morning of the 15th.
Correct. And Armani Rodriguez, I know, is the campground owner who I spoke to and showed a picture of Parker Page, seeing as though that was why I was there. And he allowed me to search the Calkins campground freely and to also speak to Miss Ryder.
So with Armani Rodriguez, he was one of the last people to see the victim alive.
One of them, yes.
But you never conducted a formal interrogation.
I conducted an interview.
Redirecting back to my question, you never conducted a formal interrogation of Armani Rodriguez.
No, there was no need, there was no evidence needed to.
Cameron Lee was also out hiking that day.
Correct.
But you never, instead of conducting a formal interrogation with Cameron Lee, you met her for coffee.
Pardon?
You met her for coffee instead of a formal interrogation with Miss Lee.
Well, Miss Lee was not a suspect in the case. When I interviewed her, she had just told me only a little bit that she interacted with Parker Page and Miss Ryder. There was no need to interrogate her, seeing as though she was not a suspect.
So Cameron Lee was hiking on the same trail as Parker Page, but she was not a suspect.
Correct.
Now, Detective Chesney, Cameron Lee also mentioned to you that there was a camper at Campsite 7.
I'm sorry.
Well, you said you reviewed the affidavit of Cameron Lee.
Yes, but what was your question? I'm sorry.
So Cameron Lee said that there was another camper at Campsite 7.
Objection, Your Honor, hearsay.
Your Honor, this is simply part of the statement that I am asking Detective Chesney to answer on is not being offered for the truth of the matter, but simply the subsequent actions that Detective Chesney took, or lack of those actions, towards investigating another potential suspect.
Sustained. Motion to strike the statement, Your Honor. Other question?
Sustained means that, by definition, if an objection is made, it's either sustained or not sustained. If it's sustained, it means it's struck from the record.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the jury is getting an instruction, and we don't have time for it today, to disregard any statement that is objected to. And when it's sustained, they should not consider it.
Yes, sir.
Please proceed.
Detective Chesney, you were made aware of that there was a potential camper at Campsite 7.
Well, Cameron Lee had told me that there was someone that he may or may have not seen on the bridge, but as far as who that person had been, Cameron Lee could not have discreetly told me.
So Detective Chesney, you can't look this jury in the eyes and tell them exactly who that person was.
No, no one could. It was just a person that nobody could identify.
So Armani Rodriguez, he never gave you any receipts about any other people that were staying at that campsite that weekend.
He did not.
So you can't tell the jury exactly who was at the campsites that weekend.
No, I do know that it was a limited amount of people, like Kelly Dews, Cameron Lee, Miss Ryder, and Parker Page, as well as Armani Rodriguez, and those were all people that I conducted interviews on.
And Detective Chesney, you were here in court today for the opening statement of your counsel.
Yes.
And your counsel said that we need to follow the facts of the case,
He did.
as well as the evidence.
Correct.
So going towards evidence, first off, there is no evidence at all linking the defendant, Jordan Ryder, to her daughter, Parker Page, based off of forensic data.
Forensic data, no, but there were multiple pieces that I found in Miss Ryder's tent that helped my chief medical examiner come to his conclusions.
There were no fingerprints found.
Correct, there were no fingerprints found, which I indicated earlier that in my experience may or may not have gloves been used.
There was no DNA evidence.
No, which is a common misconception that DNA evidence is always needed or is always helpful. As long as there is other evidence, conclusions can be made.
And there is absolutely no eyewitness testimony linking the defendant to pushing her daughter off that cliff.
Correct, there are no eyewitnesses, however, there is other evidence that links that there's a possible, that links Miss Ryder to Parker Page's death.
No further questions.